Well, the sun is setting, darkness is falling, and it has been the most monumental day. I don't usually film this late, but I've got a really, really important job to do this evening. I'm currently waiting for Diogo, and we are off to get the bees. But that's not the only big thing that's happened today. The biggest thing that's happened today is that we went to go and see our house. We've literally seen our stone house. Granted, it was a pile of stones rather than an actual house.
And here it is, all piled up.
But we went to go and see what is going to become our house.
Imagine, folks.
It was epic. Such an awesome day.
I'm feeling quite emotional.
And wow. Anyway, we'll tell you all about it. So let's rewind to the start of this day and fill you in with everything that's been going on. Folks, this marks the start of our most exciting chapter yet, so please make sure that you've subscribed to our channel. It's free, easy, and we have got so much more to come. It's a big day this morning, folks. A very important person has just driven down our driveway to do a very important job. Diogo's here, and we're going to start setting up what we need to put a rescue apiary here on the farm for some of the bees that were displaced in the wildfires last month. I'm so excited to get this going, and if you were part of the support, thank you so much. Big day, love.
Big day.
Hey, are you ready for this, Obi? Who'd have thought, eh? Who'd have thought? There we go. So Diogo's just going to take the car back up around this way and come through the courtyard. And then the first job is to get down to the biopool to go and load up his truck with all of the leftover breeze blocks, which we didn't use in the build of the pool, so that we can use them as stands for the hives. Right, so we are chancing it a bit with Diogo going up that pipe, but I think everything's going to be fine. And it kind of feels quite serendipitous that we have these leftover blocks from the biopool. One of the places I did think about putting these bees is here down at the biopool, but we still need to put the liner and stuff in. So I was a bit worried that if we came down here and there was loads of activity, that it was going to be kind of a problem, you know, and we didn't want to disturb the bees, and obviously don't want anybody to be at risk of getting stung unnecessarily. So let me just move the cement mixer out of the way, and then we're good to make it way down. So cool to have a 4x4 on the farm. John and I have massive car envy. Right, bricks are loaded. We've loaded 12, and we are off to go and get some rain jackets because it is raining a lot. But we're still kind of in the phase of the rain is brilliant, so we're not complaining about it. We are embracing it because we need it so badly, and it means that hopefully fire season is long behind us. Hopefully. Do you think Diogo needs a hand, love? Is he going to be right?
I think it should be okay, yeah.
Okay.
Mario's spinning around there with a big lorry, isn't he?
Yeah, it's true. Okay. So anyway, we're going to head up now to the new land. We'll show you where we're going to put the hives, and have a chat to Diogo about what his plan is, and what he's going to do with everything.
Yeah.
Because there's big plans on afoot. Big plans.
I mean, you know, I've heard of fostering donkeys. Fostering dogs even. Emily, you fostered a dog, I know that.
Anyway, fostering bees. We're fostering bees. We're setting up a bee hospital, a rescue apiary.
A hospital?
Yeah, Diogo called it a hospital. Yeah. I think because they need a lot of care, you know.
Are we fixing these while it's possible?
Yeah. Mending their little wings, giving them lots of love.
Careful, because Crusoe is going over there trying to give them all the cuddle.
Yeah, I know, we do need to keep the boys away for sure. So we've got 16 hives coming to live here, everybody. 16 hives.
16.
There you go, a rather
So
dusty.
here's how that went, right? Tara said, oh, I've got a really good idea. We can help Diogo out. We could just take a couple of hives off of him. I said, oh, that sounds like a good idea. Then she was like, yeah, so the hives are coming on...
That's mine, this is yours.
That is yours. So she said, yeah, the hives are coming on, what day is it today? Tuesday. The hives are coming on Tuesday. That's okay, isn't it, John? Yeah, that sounds fine. She said, and then she's like, oh,
16.
really quietly.
Who wouldn't want 16 hives? Right, we need the key.
16, I said.
Okay, so Diogo's going to drive up and round. I'll walk across with Obi. We need to unlock the gate. Because the only way to access our new land with the vehicle is through our neighbour's land. He's very, very kindly given us access through his gate. So extremely grateful for that. And Joao opened up a new road, which we'll show you in a second. Yeah, and it's all kind of, it's just good to be putting that land to use. Very, very grateful. So just here, where this thing is, hit a left.
Right, yeah. So
We can do it.
Hey everybody! Thank you very much.
You're all legends. We're all so grateful. So here we are setting up our first rescue bee centre hospital. Obi, what are you doing? Obi, get off! Honestly. Ridiculous dog. Right, so this is the first part of setting up an apiary, everybody. First we put down this like weed barrier, plant barrier.
So this slowly burns, so it doesn't make any flame. It just starts eating, like bubbling. Doesn't
Oh, that's so cool.
flame.
So it's also fire retardant. Obi, get off!
come on.
So it's also fire retardant because this isn't going to burn with big flames, as Diego was saying. It's just going to kind of have slow embers that go across it. So if, fingers crossed and everything, touch all the wood available, we're not going to have any more fires around here. But if they were to come, this protects the bees.
Yeah.
Great.
One day when electricity will be epic. Yeah, if it's good.
If it's good or not.
Well, there's lots of that, isn't there?
Okay, so every 3 meters, now this is like my test, every 3 meters you put 5 hives. So this strip here is 6 meters long and is going to be home to 10 hives. You need a meter behind the hives so that you can work, and a meter in front of the hives so that you can put the traps to stop the hornets.
What did you read about from the beekeeper's Bible?
Yeah, no, I was telling Diogo how, so John's trying to watch TV at night and I'm reading my beekeeping Bible and I keep interrupting. I'm like, oh, love, you won't believe this. And I tell him a fact. Then he starts watching TV again and 2 minutes later I'm like, wait, you've got to hear this as well because they're just incredible. But now you're testing me and I have to try to remember.
Yeah, that's it. I can tell you everything about Oppenheimer.
It was all about, the thing that really blew my mind was how much distance is travelled by the bees when they're foraging in the summer.
Millions of kilometres.
20 million kilometres they estimate one hive can use to forage in a summer.
There are a lot of them.
Yeah, but still, that's a lot of distance.
Isn't it?
It's epic.
What is the equivalent of 20 million kilometres?
How many times around the world is it?
I'm going to check. 25,000 miles. I would have thought it would be way more than that. That's the distance around the equator of the Earth. 40,000 kilometres for us Europeans.
So they go around the Earth a lot of times.
How many million miles?
20 million kilometres.
Wow. What's that? 10? It's a million times.
That's nuts.
Surely
A
not.
colony
Come
of
on, hang on a
bees
minute.
flies around the world 1 million times in a
20.
year. I mean, that's just incredible, isn't it?
That's 2 million. That's 20 million divided by
40,000.
40. Is it kilometres we're working?
Yeah.
Is it 40?
1, 2, 3.
40,000 equals
500.
500.
Okay. Wow, your maths is bad.
That was
Five-
pretty off, wasn't it, folks? Don't ever get me to build you a piece of furniture. It's going to be way off.
500
Wow.
times around the world, not millions of times.
No.
500 times around the world every year, a hive of bees will fly the equivalent distance in foraging. Incredible.
That's why you guys out there have invested so much in a project like this. Not just because bees pollinate our food better than any other animal on the planet, not just because without bees we're all a little bit screwed, but because bees fly the equivalent of 500 times around our planet every year.
Amazing, isn't it?
Amazing. Not an individual bee, by the way, that would be one tired bee.
Anyway, more bee facts where these came from soon. Right, last one going up here, is it? Yeah. Cool. Diego's closing up. So, next thing on the agenda is a pretty exciting night out on the town for John and I. And Diogo, obviously.
What?
He's gonna say his line again. Let's go get the bees. You.
That's it. Iconic.
It's an iconic shot, man.
Let's go get the bees.
There we go.
And at night this time.
At night. Ooh, cool.
Could you just, like, if it's not too difficult, Diogo, and it might be, so it's okay to tell me to bugger off. Did you ever imagine that could happen? Like, what
No.
the flip?
No, because when I started my project, the Bee Guardians, since the beginning of beekeeping, I always saw people making posts online saying, "Oh, I lost this many hives," and I never did. And I always felt I was safe somehow. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe I was a bit cocky. I don't know how to say about it.
Yeah.
Naive about it. I thought I was safe because I cleaned all the area, but with these fires, they run up so fast, it's so strong that you can't do anything about it. So now it even makes more sense to help other beekeepers, because now I felt deep inside how sad it is and the desolation that it brings. So
Yeah.
I was crying. It was so scary.
So what were you? This is going to be a daft question, but it's one obviously with an obvious answer. But what were you most sad about? What was the?
Their lives and all the work that I've been through of taking care of them for all these years to
Yeah.
get my genetic perfect, so have everything settled to get the good honey, the production, and it was all gone.
What does that mean?
You choose your own colonies, okay? So how can I say it? So when you're breeding,
Yeah.
you need to find your best colonies, okay? And you
Yeah.
want to make to keep those genetics, okay? So you find this one that's great on making honey, okay? Or this that it's not as aggressive, okay?
Okay.
So you need to choose those to make new colonies, okay?
So Darwinian.
So you start selecting your own best hives and making new generations of your best hives. So this was 4 years of selecting the best hives and getting the best colonies and the daughters of the best colonies, and they're the best productions. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I
But
mean,
this is how we do the genetic selection.
yeah.
So there are 4 factors: production mainly. Second, if they clean the hive good, if they are good against varroa. Okay, you understand?
Yeah.
This is the second one.
Yeah.
The third one, it's their defensiveness or aggressiveness.
That's really
That's
interesting to know, because you see the bees and you just think a bee's a bee, but of course it's like Obi. Obi's gone through a line of genetics to make him daft and self-cleaning. Great.
He's not daft. He's a very smart dog.
Yeah.
Maybe don't listen to him. But that, Diego, that for me really, it really hits even deeper how much you lose. It's not just like today I've lost 53 hives or 52 hives and colonies. It's like
All
4
the
years
work.
of work and
So
selection and time
And there's no appreciation for beekeepers. Like, it's the only sector on the agriculture and animal sector, okay, that it's not recognized.
That's so crazy, isn't it? When actually, they're way more important than... They're probably the only agricultural domesticated animal that gives back to the environment to such an extent and doesn't cost the environment as much as livestock does, in such a huge way. Chickens? What about chickens?
chicken poo, it's great for the lawn.
Are the chickens allowed on your lawn?
No.
No, thanks, Diego. That, and for all of you that donated and for all of you who've been a part of this since we shared the first bits of Diego's story, I hope you appreciate a bit more how much you've contributed to.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Congratulations, everybody. I'm proud of you all.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
Very, very
Go
cool.
team.
Go team.
Right, we'll see you next time under the cover of darkness.
Yeah.
Let's go get the bees.
Let's go get the bees.
Okay, just to remind you, this right here is where we're going to be building that big stone house, and I can't wait. Behind me, of course, we've got the beautiful view and a gorgeous piece of land. And I reckon one of the reasons why you guys are watching this show is because you also are dreaming of owning a gorgeous piece of land yourself. Well, surprisingly, we also own a piece of land in Scotland too. We don't, Crusoe and Sawyer do. In fact, Crusoe and Sawyer don't just own a piece of land in Scotland, they are Lord Crusoe and Lord Sawyer too. Which brings me to today's sponsor, Highland Titles. Hang on a minute, it's a bit like Scotland, it's raining. Sorry to all the Scottish people. It doesn't always rain in Scotland, just kind of most of the time. Established in 2006, Highland Titles basically started out by selling small plots of land as souvenirs in order to be able to fund conservation on their estate, regenerating degraded farmland. When you're thinking about buying a gift for somebody you love, making a difference with that gift is a really great way to go. Highland Titles offer that opportunity. Today, we've adopted a Highland cow. That's pretty exciting. And typically with a sense of humour, Highland Titles have said, if you scan the QR code to get the latest moves and news from the coos. Purchasing land is everlasting. Highland Titles offer you the opportunity to buy a small parcel of land that they will look after and conserve for you. And the very best bit about it is we can go and visit our plot, and the Scottish Tourist Board recommends stopping off at the Highland Titles Visitor Centre close by Glencoe, where more than 40,000 lords and ladies have already visited. We'll be on our way. So right now, the moves and the news from the coos is that if you use our special link and discount code in the description below, you're going to be getting 25% off. Big things tend to happen when we start videos off with filming in a car.
You could say today is the first day of the big build.
Yeah.
It's not really, but it kind of is.
It kind of is.
Yeah. So this morning we're on our way into our local town to go and meet with our architect Eduardo to head out, I think with the contractor as well, to go to one of the stone merchants who could possibly have stone for us to use for the build.
Yeah, exactly. This day is going to be really interesting because we don't, number one, we've been talking to this contractor a couple of times, but we've not really delved into anything. So it'll be really interesting to get a better handle, a better feel for who this dude is. The contractor, his job is going to be to come and help us get started, put some walls up, put some roof on, that kind of stuff. And then after that, hopefully we'll be taking it from there ourselves. It'll be super interesting to see the contractor. Of course, it's going to be really interesting to see the stone. We want to make sure we get the stone right because the whole look of the house is dependent on what kind of stone we use.
There they are. There's Eduardo and Joachim. We're going to follow them. This is a lovely example of the golden stone.
Yeah,
we went past it a little bit fast, but look, this is great. Down here, look at these houses in front of us. This is the kind of stone that we would love. This is the kind of colour we would love on our house.
I got a feeling that we've been bought here because the contractor, Joachim, has built this house.
Love it. Let's have a look.
Let's have a look. Very good. This is Joachim.
You built this one.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Beginning to see the type of stone and the type of apparel. I don't know if you call it like this.
The what do we call it?
Indication of the stone.
Yeah, yeah.
The arrangement.
The type of.
As we drove around the corner, I started filming. I was like, look at this. This is beautiful. This is what we want.
Can see.
But what I like about this, Eduardo, is it's irregular without being crazy. But it's not, it's not too square. It's irregular, but it's.
But I understand. You want some stones not to be so rectangular.
Yeah.
Some,
no sharp edges.
Posso
All soft.
explicar que toda esta pedra saiu para ali para baixo, para o terreno, e foi tudo reconstruído a seguir.
Joaquin is telling that he take out all the stone when he rebuild this to the terrain they have here, and then
Bring it back.
rebuild again.
Okay.
So
With the same stone, but the
Com a mesma
Really?
don't have old houses, but was like from scratch.
Wow.
This what you are.
That's hectic.
Maybe it's a bit too.
Maybe a bit too much. I like this. I think that there's a little bit more symmetry with it.
This is better for everyone.
Yeah.
Because you can take it almost done from the quarry to work with the man's inside on site. It's much better. So
That is super interesting, isn't it? So this is actually a series of 7 houses that Joachim built. It was a very old building. They took all the stones away and then he rebuilt it using the old stones. Love that. Love the colour, love the layout. It's beautifully done. I was just talking to Eduardo about how do we want the balconies and the kind of balustrades and all that sort of stuff. So there's so much to talk about. But anyway, for now, we are going to head down, park the car, and then jump in the car with the guys and head out to the stone merchants and I think to a quarry if we've got time.
Very good. Okay,
Cool.
let's go. Let's go. They've left us behind.
They have, yeah. They're waiting there in the corner.
Isn't that great? I love it.
It's
You know,
very, very pretty.
Honestly, if our house comes out and looks similarly, you know, soft and like it belongs, I'm going to be delighted. Right.
So for you guys, it's many weeks after the fires that this video will air, but you can see the damage caused by them. Look at this. This is also beautiful, this stone. I
Isn't
love
it?
that.
I like that. I do like the organised nature of the stone. I think
But
it's
irregular organisation, right?
Yeah, yeah,
I don't want.
exactly.
We don't want those like that is too square. I don't like that
that's
at
too
all.
square, yeah.
And that the painted rendering just kills me. But anyway, each to their own.
Each to their own, yeah.
Oh dear, so many details to think about, isn't it? I think this is what's going to get really kind of all-consuming. Do you think that's abandoned? Look at
like
it,
it's
it's
an old
crumbling at the
temple.
back.
No, it's not like
Somebody's living in there. Beautiful. Wow.
That is very pretty. Very,
Sack it
very
all off,
pretty.
love, and buy that.
Yeah.
Not a nice view though.
No.
No.
We've got a better view.
Yeah.
Let's use that view and build something as magnificent. These are just beautiful, beautiful houses. I didn't know. I've never been to this part of
No,
Marco
I
before.
haven't either. Never been down here before.
Mm.
It's beautiful. Look at these, all these like stone terraces with the vineyards and stuff. It's absolutely lovely. We're so lucky to have ended up in this part of Portugal completely by chance.
Totally
I
excellent.
wouldn't change it at all.
Q&A coming up.
Yeah. Watch this space.
How did we end up in Portugal? Good question. Okay, so we're just about to get in the car with Eduardo and Joaquim. One of the things that we are talking about right now is how not just the colour of the stone, but also how the stone is made. So we've got several choices here. We get new stones, and with the new stones, there's a couple of choices. We either get them really like perfectly cut or chiseled, and then the other choice is that we go for the reclaimed stones that have been used previously in projects, in house builds.
Yes.
They've been taken down, and the stones have been stored, and we'll reclaim literally and rebuild out of these old stones. And I think that would be for us better. Yeah, way cooler. So we're heading in that direction, I think.
Okay, then I will
Vamos em direção a...
change something in our tour. Vamos ao JMN, Bela Pedra Velha.
Let's
See some old stone.
Let's see some. Yeah, let's go see some old stone. I love it. All right.
Tudo
Okay.
isto é para vender.
Wow, dude, look at that. So this stone here, I'm gonna get out. This stone here, this has come from old buildings, has it?
Sai. Eu ponho
Just
aqui.
go for a second.
Não,
I think he
more
was
than
going to
enough,
drive
no?
up there.
Was he? Wow, I can't. I'm just too excited. I can't sit in the car anymore. Look at those. I literally right now, genuinely feel like I want to cuddle stone. I just feel like I really want. Look, you can see how exciting. You can see that this stone here has once been part of another house. And here it is, all piled up, just on top of each other. This could be our house. Imagine, folks. Wow. I'm feeling quite emotional. Wow. Tara's getting carried away talking to Eduardo about other things except for houses. But look at this. Look. Oh, I'm so excited. Wow. Look. What is that? What did that used to be? That's awesome. Oh, guys, look at this. Amazing. Look, you've got pieces that used to be old parts of roofs. And so the houses, they're just demolished and they're bought here and they're dumped. Wow. Hey? Who would have thought? Like, look at that. Obviously that was somebody's bedroom once upon a time. Or kitchen. Or maybe it was somebody's bathroom. Or maybe, I don't know what it could have been. But it was something for somebody once upon a time. And it's going to be something for somebody again fairly soon. Look, still got tiles on. Look, this was definite. Look, that's an actual tile stuck to the stone. So I'm guessing this was definitely a kitchen or a bathroom once. This stone was once upon a time a home. It's got stories, it's got life in it already that isn't, I don't know, involved in volcanic tectonic movements. It's got actual stories to tell. All of it, all of that rock has. Look at them. I'm going to climb up and see what else I can see up here. We've got a wall plug in that rock, paint on it. I'm so excited!
Someone who says this stuff is rubbish, they've got way better.
No way, have you seen it?
Do you know, so this stuff you buy by the truckloads. You say, I want a truckload of this, and you don't get to choose. But there's other parts of their quarry and their things where you can actually choose the exact stones you want.
How much is a truckload of this?
I don't know. He's already buying it, Eduardo. He's so excited. Look at him.
It's amazing! Wow! I'm just thinking all the things I can do with it on the farm. You know, even if we're not building a house, I want to buy a truckload and do something with it. What can we build? Fabulous. I'm feeling already a genuine attachment to this stone. There is something extremely special about what I'm standing on right now. You know, let me ask you this. Why would you go out and cut a whole bunch of new stone when you could be building out of recycled stuff? I don't know.
Não é dali, mas está no sítio que seria normalmente. Aquilo devia ser engraçado, porque filmar a casa e está ali aquela.
You wonder the stories these stones could tell, can't you? Like, where did they come from? What were they before? Who walked beneath that entranceway? And I think that's what I really have always admired about old stone buildings that have been renovated, is you bring with you the stories from the past and you look after them. But what I love about what we're doing is that we're creating something new with the stories from the past.
Dude, do you know what this is?
Very cool.
This is going to be a mixtape. You know, back in the olden days where you got all your favourite songs and you stuck them on one tape.
Yeah. So
And then-
it's our mixtape stone house.
Yeah, there we go.
Love it. This feels so exciting.
E até para sentar e só limpar.
Okay.
Let's go get the beans.
Yeah, he's got his line, man.
So now we're going to the apiary that you harvested. It's one with Crusoe.
Okay.
And that's the apiary that got burned from the top to the bottom, and luckily the hives survived.
Okay. So how many hives have we got there?
10, I believe.
Okay. All right.
Then we'll grab those 10.
Mm-hmm.
We'll grab the poles as well, and then we will move to another apiary. That's a farm that got harmless on these fires, but they don't have any food left, so we're also going to take those to place them on our rescue apiary.
Cool. To think, when we drove down here last time, I was like, what a beautiful place. It was just incredible. And look, you can see, I don't know.
On the left side.
Yeah. Shame, man. Wow.
Reduced to ashes.
Oh, look at the dust from the fire, everybody. It's a big moment for us and the bees, and for all of you who donated to the GoFundMe. This is what you are facilitating, is the fact that bees like these ones get a second chance somewhere else. Supporting Diogo, being able to, you know, get them back on their feet, get them to the rescue apiaries, to the hospitals, to feed them through the winter. So thank you again, everybody who was a part of that. And yeah, this is exciting. Now this is interesting. Diogo's got a red light on because the bees don't see red, but you can't put a normal torchlight in there. They will see it. It'll start getting a bit hot. everybody. It is midnight. This is the latest I have been awake in a very long time. Oh, I think I hear a bee. Anyway, we've got back to the farm. Oh, it's an owl. That's cool. Love it. And we're going to unload the hives. That's such a beautiful sound. Right. Last one. Ah, there we go. Amazing. All right, everybody. I think we're going to call it a night. In bed by 12:30 for me, 1 o'clock for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you.
you.
Oh man,
Thank you so much.
you're so welcome. Thank you. This is so cool. Hey,
In the house.
they've got a new home.